Has gone Kyle.
Yeah, not sure about that. De Graaf just gets a bit tight to him. And then there's a delayed reaction. Maybe I don't know if that was slowed down a little bit, so it probably looked a little bit worse. I think at full speed it was a little bit soft. Maybe a bit clumsy though from De Graaf.
So the final 5 minutes of the first half. Wilson for Celtic, and it was there for Majstorovic.
I'll tell you what, defending, marking, there was none. Appalling defending here from Hibs, and I think it's Deco and Tico. Between the two of them, they ain't got a clue. They haven't got a Scooby where Majstorovic is, and he doesn't realise. He just doesn't realise the amount of time he's got here, and he hits it off the bridge of his nose, and the chance gone. But it really should have been the first goal for Celtic.
It's a let-off for Hibs. Majstorovic unable to take advantage of the chance that fell his way. Glaring miss.
I mean, if you're not going to go with your runners, Derek, you've got to push out and try and lay a little offside trap. You can't do neither. The players at the back post lying deep, they didn't go with runners, and they got away with it. But they're probably, and possibly lies a big part of their problem, Derek Hibs. That type of defending will cost you games.
So Craig Thompson is being a bit pernickety today.
Well, if I had £1 for every time he blew that whistle in the first half, I tell you what, I wouldn't be doing this job now.
Super. Over at half-time, Ray Stubbs in our ESPN studio with Colin Hendry and John Collins. Their thoughts on the first half. It's been a scrappy first half, in all honesty. There's Izagirre, now McCourt. Simpson keeping it in. The idea was good, so he looked for Stokes.
Yeah, lovely idea. He saw the pass. He knew what he wanted to do. Paddy McCourt there just guided it in with the outside of the right foot for Stokes. Just got a little bit too much purchase on it.
Kyle. His first season with Celtic. And free kick forthcoming as the tackle came in from De Graaf. Two players slipping and sliding. Well, that was classy by Kyle. And Hooper for Celtic.
Oh, great save. Great save. Brilliant play. That's the best bit of play in the match by far. Mind you, that won't be difficult. Mark Brown saves the day.
Excellent stop by Mark Brown, and it had to be to deny Hooper.
Yeah, it's a classic case here of the little straight pass for the diagonal run. Fantastic run from Gary Hooper here. Love the little spot from Kyle. All of a sudden he's in behind. Great save from Brown.
And we've come to expect that Hooper will generally put them away from that sort of position. Pass, a measured ball. Stokes and Hooper this time. There it is. Gary Hooper back on the side and back on the score sheet. And Celtic have the lead at Easter Road with just over a minute left in the first half.
Well, they were warm just 30 seconds ago, and then they get just carved open again here. But I've got to say, you know, I think any striker, a top-class striker anywhere in any league, you'd be talking about this saying, you know, Sam, the word composure just comes to mind here, because he takes the touch, he just completely takes the defender out of the equation there with that touch. He could just swing a leg at this just here, but no, he takes handling out of the equation. Then he's got the composure then again to set himself, to get his balance, to be able to open his body up, to poke it round to that same side where Brown actually made the save with that left foot. That's wonderful striking from Gary Hooper, and that is what Celtic have missed in recent weeks.
Hooper takes his personal total to 10 in the SPL this season. Doesn't look as though we're going to have much added time, the way things are going. Witherspoon. Hibs look for a response. Well, Hooper had been foiled by Brown just seconds before, but lethal after a good build-up from Celtic. Hooper makes it 1-0.
Well, he got a bit on it again, Brown, didn't he? He almost kept it out. But I just thought that was brilliant from a striker in a penalty box. I really thought there his composure was excellent.
Well, he has made the difference in this first half. Gary Hooper back following his ankle injury, and a superb finish to give Celtic the lead at East. And Craig Thompson sounds the second half into action. Hibs defended well enough at times in the first half. It didn't carry much of an attacking threat. We'll see if that situation changes. Lewis Stevenson to play it forward towards Merwan Zamama. Wilson. And a goal coming for Celtic at a very important time, Craig.
Yeah, I think much needed. I think much needed for the game in general. Is a very poor first half. There's no getting away from that. I think the quality was disappointing at best. You know, and from Hibs' point of view, I mean, they can sprint out the tunnel and snort and do whatever they want, but you don't pass that little white thing, that little football, well enough, and you give it away as often as it is, and the boys picked up in that at half-time, then you're chasing your tail. So they have to pass it better.
Stokes getting his head to the ball. Scott Brown. Wilson comes into the move. This is Forrest. Brown playing against his old club. Stokes had that wonderful chance to put Celtic in front. A free header. Spurned it. Header by Dicko. There's a shove by De Graaf on Kayal. We've seen a fair bit of each other in this match. Hanlon. Nobody there for Hibs.
In all fairness there to Hanlon, Derek, I mean, I think Riordan made about 4 different runs for him. So I think it was very difficult for Hanlon to pick out a pass there, and there lies a big part of Hibs' problem, that out ball up front. I mean, I don't really know at the moment what the tactic is. I would imagine with Riordan and Zamama, that's a poor mistake from Brownie, that's needless. I would imagine without 2 up front, you've got to get into the feet.
That's Mark Brown caught out. Yes, believers or not, as the first corner of the match. Brown unable to properly control the ball. Izagiri to take it. No delivery! And it wasn't so very far away. Stokes in the thick of the action again.
Do you know, Sam, here, they've nobody in the post. Nobody on back post or front post. I think Stevenson was half and half and then moved off it. Nobody on the post. That is very dangerous.
And Stevenson to that right-hand side. The spoon didn't get very far with it. McCourt. Oh, and the commitment was there from Dicko, but an error in judgment. There was no price to pay.
Well, better ball in there, and Hooper's in again. What he does is just pulls off the back of the centre half and then makes a little dart and diagonal run in between for that straight pass again. Just overweighted by Anthony Stokes.
Two strikers, Stokes and Hooper, trying to dovetail. And Kayal. One from Israel. And big shot for a penalty. It's given. The errant challenge by Lewis Stevenson, and Celtic have a chance to make it 2-0.
Well, we're blindsided this, but he plays the player first, so he's spot on. Thought at the time from our position here in the gantry, he might have got a little bit of the ball, but he completely wipes Anthony Stokes out here, and that is what you call shooting yourself in the foot. As they lost the goal just before half-time, that's the worst possible case scenario there. He's booking Lewis
Disappointment for Lewis Stevenson. Anthony Stokes, who spent last season with Hibs. Will he score against his old club? He was on target from the spot against Hamilton late in that game at New Douglas Park. Here is Stokes. Second goal for Celtic. He finished from the spot with consummate ease.
Yeah, down the middle it looked like, and Mark Brown just went to his right here, and I think his foot was too far away from getting on the end of it. Whether that was the intent from Anthony Stokes, just to sort of bundle it in right down the middle. Normally when you see players going down the middle, it's pinged, it's high, and it's into sort of the middle of the net. Nevertheless, it's all the same when it hits the back of that net. 2-0 for Celtic is a mountain to climb for Hibs.
Sixth league goal of the season for Anthony Stokes. Zamama wearing that frustrated look on his face. That was the 50th goal of Anthony Stokes' career in Scottish football. Taking in his time with Falkirk, Hibernian and now Celtic. Well, Hibs again have to pick themselves up. I've said that a lot about them in recent weeks. Heading for another demoralising defeat. Played by Hanlon. Zamama was never going to be favourite in the year against Brown. Celtic well on course now to make it an 8-point gap. Perhaps only temporarily. Another mistake by Dicko. Hanlon was there to help him out. Dicko's pass. Wotherspoon. Here's Tico. Colin Calderwood must surely now be thinking in terms of some sort of personnel switch. Free kick. De Graaf has done a fair bit of fouling. He was cautioned in the first half, Edwin de Graaf. Wilson. Let's remember, did defeat Celtic last season, but not here at Easter Road. It's at Celtic Park by 2-1. Dramatic late winner from Danny Galbraith. James Forrest. And Stokes try to help it on its way. Riordan. Do wonder about Derek Riordan's future with Hibs. His contract up at the end of the season. He's been linked with a possible move to Turkey. Shahir Sport Club. What is it about Scottish players and links with the Turkish Super League at the moment? Tico. David Wotherspoon. And Izaguirre was applying the pressure. And here is Emilio Izaguirre. Had a bit of flair about him. Izaguirre, no two ways about that. Kayal, sort of slowing it down now. There's another bump by de Graaf. If he's not careful, he's going to get himself a second yellow card for persistent fouling.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he's right here. Just to tell him now, he's got his pocket for Derek Riordan, I think, for something he's said. But I think he can have no complaints about de Graaf giving the free kick away. De Graaf has obviously, if Hibs have got any, well, of course they've got intent, if they've got any chance of getting back in this game, they can't afford to lose a man, and de Graaf's obviously been booked in the first half. Riordan's going to get it for a bit of verbals.
There's the booking for Derek Riordan. Having a moan at referee Craig Thompson. He's not finished with the moan by the look of things.
I can understand the frustrations.
Forrest. Shot for handball. Well, it came off Danny Galbraith.
Well, Craig Thompson's motioning to say the arms were up, so arms were in a natural position, i.e. Down by his side. You can see the right arm, right elbow just comes across there, so good decision.
Celtic now in complete command of this game. Paddy McCourt, and he tries to line it up for Anthony Stokes.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the build-up to the penalty kick, and maybe one of the reasons why Hibs are struggling. I've got Ian Murray circled here now. Kyle's been on that ball for about 4 or 5 seconds, and he never ever gets anywhere near closer than 3 yards away from him to make a challenge. As a midfielder now, Kyle's driven in there. Murray continually went 2 yards, 3 yards away from him. He's got to go and close that ball there around about the edge of the box. He's got to get close enough to make a tackle.
Nimble feet from Zavama. It's offside, it won't count. The finish applied by Galbraith, but the flag had gone up.
Well, it was tight, and it certainly wasn't a bit of room here as he's pulled off. He just tries to get himself back on. He's a yard offside. It was a lovely finish. Well, I think Foster's heard the whistle by that team.
Danny Galbraith, a young man from the borders, from Galashiels. The goal that I mentioned against Celtic on the 27th of January last year, the winning goal at Parkhead, was his first in senior football. Tale of woe so far for Hibs in 2011. Derby defeat on New Year's Day. 0-0 draw with Ayr United in the Scottish Cup, a home game that was for Hibs, and here they are trailing 2-0 against Celtic. Forrest. It's a link up with Kyle. Offside flag is up against Kyle, following Wilson's pass.
Well, some good play here from Celtic, some nice interchanging, and he's onside by a good yard or so. When you see Deco at the back post and the linesman looking straight across, should get that one right. Although at full speed sometimes it is difficult, I will give you that for the officials.
Mr. Ross is the near side assistant referee.
Can't see Hibs getting back, famous last words, can't see Hibs getting back into it in its current format, in their current format, with this Riordan-Zamama partnership up front.
With the pass by Kyle, it was almost inch perfect. Stokes continued his run. I wonder, Craig, if there's a strong case for a bit of height to be added to the Hibs attack. They've got Colin Nish as one option on the bench.
Well, I think they've gone down one avenue, and it quite clearly isn't working. So yeah, I mean, I think Colin Calderwood has to think about it. I mean, it's not as if you've got players in midfield, Hibs at the moment, that really can get on the ball and do something different. So that's not, in my mind, available to them. So I would imagine a bit of physicality up there, push it forward quite early, and then try and squeeze up behind is probably the best avenue at the moment.
There's been a bit of confusion out there on the pitch with regard to one or two of the decisions made. Forward by Wilson. Cooper. Kyle. Lennon has dispensed with the woolly hat. And a surge by Emilio Izaguirre. He's been an excellent addition to Celtic this season. Tico's pass, offside again, and Larder is furious.
Well, it's not dissimilar to the one in the first half when he pulled off the shoulder, but and again that one was, I reckon it was about half a yard. I reckon he's about, what, a foot or so off. He's offside. He's a header on you there. I mean, that angle, we're looking slightly on the diagonal there, but if you look straight across, I think his top half of his body was just ahead of Ronja. Now, if any of your body, just to clear it up, folks, if any part of your body that you can score a goal with, i.e. everything apart from your hands and your arm, is in front of the player, then you're offside. Simple.
Ryan, who turns 28 tomorrow. Scott Brown's header for Celtic. As we move towards the hour mark. Celtic had won 4 competitive matches on the trot, ahead of the 1-1 draw with Hamilton on Wednesday. Brave. Fine ball that was. Tika. David Witherspoon and Riordan. A fantastic composure, but nobody there to finish it off away by Majstorovic.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try and peg it back onto his right foot to get the strike away.
Riordan again. This is out to Kayal. There's Dicko. Zamama. Wilson's been penalised. Yeah, good quick feet here. Good quick feet here from Zamama, and then Riordan. Well, he gets in the box there at Riordan. Great ball in, lovely ball in here from Hibs. Gets a lovely touch at the back post. Thought he was going to shuffle it back on his right foot from there. Well defended by Majstorovic in the end, but once he goes towards the byline, once he goes towards the goal line, then the strike for him is out of the equation, which was quite surprising. Now, if they are going to get back in this game, Derek, then you would imagine this or something in the not too distant future has to breach the Celtic goal, the Celtic goalkeeper. Zamama, his 3rd appearance since coming back from the cruciate injury. Zamama took a deflection. Zamama thought that was going in.
Yeah. Keeper scrambled actually, which is usually a good sign. Must have just clipped the top of the wall. Good wall. None of this turning your back nonsense and ducking and diving, which you see quite a lot.
This is the first Hibernian corner.
Kind of interesting. 3 players picking up and then 3 thrown across the 6-yard box for Celtic there.
Taken short by Zamama. Getting it back to Merwan Zamama. Murray's header. Goal kick. Well, nothing sustained in an attacking sense from Colin Calderwood's men. Derek Adams by his side there, the assistant. Previously the boss at Ross County.
Oh, who'd be a manager? It's not easy. They keep telling you it's not easy, but I tell you, I've never seen wild horses dragging managers to jobs. Have you?
No.
You know, it's not difficult, but I mean, you know, whenever a job comes up, there's a queue, as long as you're armed to have it. So.
13th game in charge of Hibs for Colin Calderwood today. The cup replay to contemplate on Tuesday at Somerset Park against Ayr United. So Colin Calderwood feels they need that as much as they need a hole in the head at present. Wilson is watching Galbraith. Look at the space here. Anthony Stokes. McCourt. Paddy McCourt. An important touch by Mark Brown.
It's a terrific save. I mean, it really is. I mean, they made that one from Hooper just before half-time, and obviously Hooper breached Hibs just before the interval with that goal. Could do nothing about the penalty, really. That's a terrific save, and it might just give them a chance, keeping them in this game, if they can get their act together, Hibs, in terms of going forward.
Keeping the damage down might just keep confidence up. Here's Aguirre. Here's Anthony Stokes. Brilliant! Second goal for Stokes against the team he used to play for. And the points are surely secure now. That's what Anthony Stokes will never forget.
Well, it's just brilliant. I mean, you can see how tight the Hibs players are here. The one thing I will say, and I did say it earlier, Derek, they've got nobody on that post. They've got Lewis Stevenson shuffling between the near post and the back post. For me, and every manager I've played under, you have somebody on the near, somebody on the back post, and if they have got a person on that post, he just nods that clear. Taking that out of the equation, it was the most outstanding finish from Anthony Stokes you can wish to see. Absolutely wonderful.
Well, one of the supporters expressing his disgust, letting the Hibs board know that, in his opinion at least, Colin Collingwood's time is up. It still is very early in his managerial career at this club. Hasn't been able to bring anyone in to work with what was bequeathed to him. But the exodus has started. It wasn't close to a full house in the first place here at Easter Road. Quite a few of the Hibs supporters have to drown their sorrows in the various watering holes of Leith and Pilrig. Celtic are going to make a change. Joe Ledley will come on for Baran Kayal. He's enjoyed himself out there today, Kayal, full of ideas. Seems to get better with each passing match. Having come back from hernia surgery, Neil Lennon delighted with his contribution. And Joe Ledley is on. Ledley, who was sent off when last he was in the city. The Hearts Celtic game in November. Wilson. Here's Rogner. He's been relatively untroubled in this game. Rogner strolled through it. Anthony Stokes now on a hat-trick. He's the last Celtic player to net 3 in one game. It was in the 9-0 thrashing of Aberdeen. Scored from the spot against Hamilton on Wednesday, and 2 goals today. Well, there was a penalty. Oh, that was a stylish piece of work. Well, Stevenson hasn't had the happiest of afternoons. Well, he's said of quite a few of the Hibs players.
Well, let's have a look at Lewis Stevenson's positioning when this corner's turned. Now, look at him on the goal line there. He's shuffling between both posts. And I'm a great believer, if you don't have somebody on both posts, you take a great chance. Now, you're not telling me if somebody was on that back post, and you can see from this angle, all they would do is head that away. And Anthony Stokes takes full advantage. And as I said, it's a wonderful position. But I think when they look back at it, they must think, we got to have that covered. One player shuffling between the two, for me, is a dangerous way to operate.
Darryl Duffy is about to come on. Duffy, who's on loan from Bristol Rovers. Don't remember him from his time with Falkirk. Suffered a broken foot almost immediately after joining Hibs on loan. Let's come out to Scott Brown. Hanlon doing his job at the back for Hibs. Murray. No sense of feel-good in the Hibs camp at the moment. World Cup replay against Ayr United. Looming large. With a spoon, Majstorovic. Scott Brown. Cooper. Was dealt with by Dicko. McCourt.
Well, the one thing you're going to get to see this put together, Stokes and Hooper for Celtic, they've got players, strikers, a partnership that can score goals. Now that might just be the difference with Celtic getting over the line this season, in contrast to Rangers at the moment, who are possibly going to lose the top scorer, 23 goals this season, Kenny Miller. That may just be the difference between picking up the silverware at the end of the season and not.
Edmund de Graaf links his way off. And the midfielder is replaced by a striker in Darryl Duffy. He's faced Celtic 4 times before as a Falkirk player. He's on the losing side 4 times. Here's Aguirre. Wanted to get it back. And they're fighting for the ball. Paddy McCourt. Anthony Stokes on a hat-trick. That was ambitious.
Yeah, I honestly think Hibs at the moment are in a bit of a quandary because I just see this going through the goalkeeper for a corner. They're not, I mean, if they're knocking it long as they have at times, they haven't got players up front that you would essentially want to knock it long to, as we see Kevin McBride getting some instructions. And also, if they want to play some football, they're not going to really get any footballers in midfield, so I think they're caught between a rock and a hard place at the moment. They don't really know what their style is, if indeed there is any.
Zamama with the corner, and the header down was by Francis Dicko. Fielded comfortably enough by Fraser Forster.
It's a real tricky one for Colin Calderwood.
Not much defending going on here. Anthony Stokes trying to make it a hat-trick. Off the line by Dicko.
Well, it's Dicko off the line, but it's Dicko's shocking positioning that actually plays him onside in the first place. He's miles behind the rest of his back four. Then he stops. So, I mean, just defensively, I can see why they've not been winning games, because when you haven't got a back four in place that are working together as a unit, it's always going to be difficult. And, I mean, it's nonchalant, isn't it, from Stokes, and he's very, very unlucky.
Shambolic defending by Hibs as Wilson takes the corner.
Celtic have been very efficient in this second half, haven't they? Obviously they went in a goal up, and that gave them the momentum coming out for the second half, and they've really taken Hibs apart in the second half, taking their chances very well.
Kevin McBride on perhaps to offer a bit of stability in midfield. Substitution sees David Wotherspoon go off. Kevin McBride has been told by Colin Calderwood he can leave Hibs if he can find another club. But being deployed in the closing stages of this game, with the points effectively won and lost.
I think it's a bit like Craig Brown got to Aberdeen, Colin Calderwood at Hibs here. I think there's a big turnover of players needed, and they really need to freshen it up. I think that's been shown in the performances in the first half of the season.
Wilson's gone pulling forward, and it comes off Paul Hanlon. There's been a marked golfing quality in the second half. Most obvious in the first 45 minutes. And look who's about to come on. An appearance for Freddie Ljungberg. Recently joined Celtic after a stint in the United States.
Well, it's been a good exercise, this, Derek, for Gary Hooper, hasn't it? A really good 70 minutes. Get the legs moving again. Got yourself a goal. Not short of confidence, obviously, with his finish, which was great composure, and the ability now with 3-0 up to take him up and not get any more injury problems.
Gary Hooper making his return to the Celtic side today. Replaced by Freddie Ljungberg. So he missed the passion of football when he was in the USA. If he wants passion, he's arrived in the right city in Glasgow. Celtic have made the journey on the M8 today and are coasting. It's that time by Tico. Neil Lennon did tell Darrell earlier on it was unlikely Hooper would go the full 90 minutes. Wilson. There's Ledley. An immediate activity for Ljungberg. Oh, the shouts for handball coming from the Celtic supporters behind that goal.
Yeah, flick back off Freddie Ljungberg there. I think you're unlikely to get penalty kicks when players are so close. I mean, you can, hit the arm, but I mean, how do you get out of the way there?
Penalty and Murray. Hicks would just like to be put out of their misery at this juncture. McCourt. He's in for something distinctly different. McCourt. He's been tremendous in recent weeks. Flicked by Stokes. And Ljungberg. And of course the corner.
I honestly think from Celtic's perspective here that it's much better, as we see the corner kick count, it's much better to have the points on the board than the games in hand, in my opinion.
Caught with it. McBride's header away. Joe Ledley from a long way out, certainly didn't middle it. A reminder that coming up on Tuesday here on ESPN, the FA Cup sponsored by Eon, third round replay. Manchester City against Leicester City. Second time around, it was a 2-2 draw last weekend at the Walkers. We're on from 7:30 on Tuesday. Charlie Mulgrew is getting ready to come on. There's so many positives for Neil Lennon to take from the second half display. So that hasn't really been a contest, Craig.
No.
Tika. Looking for some sort of balls of lightning in this football season. Scott Brown was back there taking care of Samama. Charlie Mulgrew started the 3 games leading up to this one. And he was freed by Aberdeen. Far too casual. Well, it was dreadful defending. And Stokes was hoping to pounce. And Hanlon knew he had to make amends. Jomaj Storovic. There's Brown. And on top of him was Ian Murray. For Hibs, it's going to be 8 competitive matches without a win. So much pressure now will be piled on Hibernian going into the cup tie at Ayr. Big tackle that time by Tico. There's Stevenson. Has been given a chance by Colin Calderwood. It was out of favour when John Hughes was in charge latterly. There was Riordan. And again is Stevenson. And it's Galbraith for Hibs. And, oh, that's a bit better. That's a lot better. But what an important stop it was by Forster to deny Duffy. Good uppy from Galbraith. Just stay alive here for Hibs. Zamama. Aguirre sticking with him. Space for Freddie Ljungberg. To time the pass to Stokes, flag has gone up.
Well, I thought he was close to being onside there, but that's a great save from Forster here. Lovely little flick here. And Duffy, and the frame of the goal helps him out as well, but very important that he gets that large frame, that large arm, just stretch it up there, just fingertips it no more. Wonderful save.
Duffy was the unlucky player. Barry McCourt with 10 minutes to go. He was replaced by Charlie Mulgrew. What a fine outing by McCourt. Mulgrew's 11th appearance of the season then. Hibs, the next stoppage in play. Bring on Curtis Byrne. There's Curtis Byrne after his successful loan deal at East Fife. Zamama is the player who goes off. Curtis Byrne helped Hibs under 19s win the league and cup double a couple of years ago. Sort of Paul Byrne. Also Celtic. To be quick, Sam Brown. Hanlon for Hibs. Composed by Riordan. Galbraith and Forster. Three of the next 4 matches for Hibs in all competitions will be away from home. The only home game in that sequence is a week and a half from now against Rangers. Stevenson attending to his defensive duties this time. Lennon with the hat back on. Everything has gone to plan in the second half for the Celtic boss. Celtic will be 8 points clear of Rangers. Rangers have 4 games in hand, or will have, going into the match against Hamilton. 3 o'clock kickoff. Darting into the Hibs box. It comes off Murray last of all.
It's never easy with the games in hands. I mean, that's my point. I think a couple of years ago down in England Championship, I think Cardiff were flying under Dave Jones in about 5 or 6 games in hand, and in the end I don't even think they made the play-off. They'll just get scraped into the playoffs from automatic promotion because you're playing catch-up all the time. And I think it's the important thing from Celtic at the moment. They just go out and they do their job and they keep the points, they keep that momentum.
Mulgrew with the corner, having come off the bench. So there with Riordan. Well, no controversies today involving Neil Lennon and Willie Collum, who was the 4th official. He was the man in the middle on Wednesday, Hamilton Celtic match. He wasn't actually scheduled to be the referee for that encounter. Mike Tumulty had to call off because of illness. And McBride losing out. Ledley. way to goal was Dicko. Ledley again. Anthony Stokes. This is Aguirre. Touch on was by Darrell Duffy for Hibs. Danny Galbraith. Nobody out on the right flank, able to get on the end of it. Ledley. There's the man penalised as he went in against Murray. It's really finished as a contest a long time ago. Ljungberg. Ideal chance for Neil Lennon to have another look at Daniel Ljungberg. A competitive game. Stevenson. Nicely for Derek Riordan. And Duffy couldn't quite get there. Curtis Byrne trying to feed him.
I think in coming here over, the last 5 or 6 years at least to Easter Road, Derek, as I have, it's normally I've always seen some really free-flowing attacking football. And not always won, obviously, but it's been really pleasing to watch and good in the eye. That's not necessarily always the way. The right way. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason, but I think Colin Caldwell's problem is that he's not getting that at the moment, which obviously the Hibs fans have been used to. But they're just not getting results as well, Derek. So I think that's his big problem. That not only they're not seeing the kind of football they would like to see, the results also have been just as bad to match. And he's got a lot of people to try and win over. I mean, that's his problem.
See the tradition here at Easter Road of attacking football, getting the ball down and playing. Think of a great era back in the late 40s and early 50s. The famous five ruled the roost.
I mean, you don't have to play that way, but essentially, you have to get results, and it helps if you can play in an attractive way. Now, I don't think there's neither coming to Easter Road at the moment, and it may do given time.
It is about survival for Hibs. Calderwood and his team embroiled in a grim relegation fight. With Hamilton Accies below them in the table. Hamilton who face Rangers today. Celtic still keen to add to the total. Mulgrew had made the dash and across the face of the penalty area.
I mean, they've not got easy games coming up, have they? I'm just looking down here. They've got obviously the cup game in midweek. Hibs have got Motherwell away. Rangers, we're here for the Rangers game, aren't we? Here live on this channel. Dundee United away, and Kilmarnock at home, who obviously have had a great season, playing some smashing stuff under Mixu Paatelainen. So I think at the moment it's a whole cloudy issue of where the points are going to come from. Not easy.
They were able to keep Celtic quiet for the first 44 minutes. Gary Hooper with the opening goal, since then a pair of goals from Anthony Stokes. Gary Hooper back in the side today. The ankle injury, Anthony Stokes with a brace against the team he was with last season.
I mean, Stokes' penalty was, it was alright, and his second goal was magnificent, but I have to say I was really impressed by Hooper's goal. From the way he took it, the way he was composed, and I think that it could be a big difference. When you get people that can score goals on your side, you have got a chance in this league, no doubt about it.
There's Aguirre, and Stokes And he was reaching for it. And credit to Hanlon.
Well, again, it was tight, probably just a bit level, and when he went through, Hibs was completely cut open again at the back. Obviously 3-0 down, pushing forward as much as they can. It's not been a great deal. They've offered a little threat today, the home side. And I've got to say, it's been a good few weeks for Celtic. Christmas and New Year with that Old Firm win at Ibrox, big win. Getting players fit again. Away here at Hibs, getting a comfortable win as well.
Mulgrew. Storovic has been an active participant at set pieces. Much more like it, I'm sure, Neil Lennon is thinking. We go on from the draw at Hamilton.
Need to get his suit and tie on in a week to go before the Beaks, I think, to see what's happening with these appeals and these committees and other things.
Mulgrew. Influenced by Duffy. As far as Emilio Izaguirre. It's another corner. Izaguirre. Ljungberg. Mulgrew. A series of corners here.
Be interesting to see what Ljungberg will give to them between now and end of the season. Once it, you know, whether he will play a part from the start or whether Neil Lennon sees him as somebody who may play the odd 90 minutes. We shall see how that pans out.
Mulgrew. Murray for Hibs. Just a reminder, if you missed it earlier, Dundee United against Hearts is off. It's been postponed because of the heavy rain on Tayside. Hopefully we haven't had that sort of soaking rain here in Edinburgh today. Well, it has been incessant.
Is any rain not soaking rain?
Well, there are degrees. There are degrees of saturation.
Was the rain we got today, was that not wet rain?
I'll give you that, yes.
Dry rain. It's a new thing.
Almost 2 minutes into added time. Scalbraith for Hibs. And they have won the corner this time.
I think Hibs are complaining about a possible free kick or whatever it is, but I mean, it's the horse is well and truly bolted, I'm afraid, for them. The job has been done on them big time today here.
And Brave. Celtic now trying to make sure it's a clean sheet. And it is. 3-0, the margin of victory. Celtic atone for the midweek disappointment at Hamilton. Neil Lennon's men victorious. Gary Hooper returning to the team. Scored the all-important first goal, and what a classic goal it was, right on half-time. And then 2 second-half goals from Hibs' old boy, Anthony Stokes. One from the spot, his second and Celtic's third. Really was a work of art. Celtic piling on the points at the top of the table. They've beaten Hibs here at Easter Road by 3-0.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Craig. Let's take a look.